Hi, Bob Conrad here. This is going to be a little video on storing a sequence to an AccuTuner 4. In order to do that, you need to go into calibration and then go into hold the shift button down, and that'll put you into the menu, and you want to use the note up button to go up to the one that says sequence. And before we go any farther, you should write down somewhere on a piece of paper the sequence that you want to enter into your AccuTuner. We'll just do one, but it's really easy. You'll catch on right away. And so you want to write down the notes in order that you want the AccuTuner to step up and down through, and their note number. Okay, so write those down, and then we'll get started. I'll give you a minute to pause, and then you can, okay. All right, now to enter that sequence grouping, we use the blue shift. So press the blue shift, and that takes us into the sequencing part of the AccuTuner. There are 8 pages. You see the sequence page 1. And if you haven't done anything to your AccuTuner sequence pages, it probably came with these 4 temperaments in it. These temperaments are sequences for temperaments. That's a Potter F to A temperament, and I think that's, I don't know, what's that, 15 notes? And Coleman's F to F temperament, I guess that's 13. And then the European A to A, and then Rick Balderson and Al Sanderson's temperament is on sequence page 4, and it's a 2-octave temperament. So those are sequences that contain complete temperaments and complete tuning routines. What we're going to be doing is not complete temperament tuning. These are going to be sequences that are going to be used for mapping, or for quick checks of FAC tuning, or just certain notes in the mid-range of the piano that you can use to double check your FAC tuning and make sure it's a good fit. So we want to find an empty page, an empty sequence page. So we're going to go up to number 5, and this is an empty. So we're going to say that's the one we want to use. So we press the blue shift, and we want to start with note A4, and that'll be note 1. Okay, I use the note up down buttons to pick the notes, and then I use the sense to go to the order number. And the blue shift will store that to the sequence page. So that stores it. And the next note I want to use is A3, and that's note 2. The next note is D4, and that would be note 3. And then E4 is note 4. And then the next note is D3, and that would be note 5. And then E3 is note 6. And again, I store it with using the blue shift. And then the last note in our little mid-range sequence here is A2, and that's note 7 in our sequence. Okay, that's it. So in order to back out of the sequence pages, we're going to hit the tune button, and that'll take us to the title page of our 5th sequence. And then we back out again, and that shows us we're back to menu. And so we're going to use the note up button, and that'll take us to the exit. And when we are ready to exit, we use the blue shift again, and there we are. So we're going to check it. And so it has to work with a page in memory, so get out of calibration, and then go to a new page in memory. Doesn't matter, we'll use page 2. And I'm going to go to that sequence so I can use it, and it's the blue shift plus the octave sequence button. And I want to go up to sequence 5. Hope you're seeing that right there. Okay, and it says on A4 is our first note, and then we press the note up, and it takes us to A3, D4, E4, D3, E3, and A2. These are the sequences notes that I use. You're welcome to store any ones you want, of course, but I just wanted to show you how quickly you can do that. I also have another sequence that you can take a look at here that I use for the treble. So if you want to pause your screen and write those notes down, you can do that and enter your own sequence and on to sequence page 6. And that's all there is to it.